Hi, brothers and sisters. It's Pastor Tim and my beautiful daughter, Allie. I said earlier on a video, Allie had a word of encouragement. We have been so busy today, and so I do have a family that's going to come that needs some help. So if I hear them on the other side, if I get up and leave brothers and sisters, I'm going to leave you in good hands. If I do, Allie, you can go ahead and finish. And I will be on later today. You know, I've got several needs to take care of. And I will be on later today with a news update. I just don't know when. And I will most likely do a live prayer later today, if not tomorrow morning. It depends on how things go. So, hey, go ahead.
Okay, so I recently got a new Bible, and it's called, this is not an advertisement, but if you want to get one, I suggest you do. It's called the She Reads Truth Bible, and I've really been enjoying it. And
and you get nothing for that. This is not an ad.
This is just what I got.
I haven't seen this one.
I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was like $20.
We don't get anything from Hobby Lobby.
But I do love Hobby Lobby.
I mean, we do get stuff from Hobby Lobby, but we don't get any.
Just for our personal. Anyway, it's our money, but I love that Bible, and it's like a devotional Bible. So I was doing teaching on joy, and that was out of Psalms 33. And because it's like a study Bible, I want to read something out of this. It's called Never Out of Sight, and I just thought it was awesome. So bear with me, because I'm going to actually read the Bible, but it's the study part. I once spent several months in New York City writing for a small church plant. Every weekday, I took the express train from my apartment to our office in Lower Manhattan. While my daily routine remained the same, the commute was never predictable. One morning, I boarded the subway during rush hour and miraculously managed to get a seat on the train. I sat back and began reading the paper. At the next stop, a little girl and her mother got on and stood together in an aisle. Packed like sardines, people passed in and out as quickly as they could. When a seat opened up, the little girl sat down directly in front of her mom and seemed content to rest for a few minutes. Pretty soon, a seat across the aisle opened up, and the mom seized the opportunity to catch...
I gotta go. Okay.
To catch her breath. As people filled the few feet between them, the girl lost sight of her mother. Above the noise of the train and the chaos of rush hour, I heard a sweet little voice with a hint of panic say, "Mom, I can't see you. Are you still there?" Her mom answered quickly and confidently, "I know you can't see me right now, sweetheart, but I can still see you. I promise I won't let you out of my sight." I watched as the girl relaxed at the sound of her mother's voice. All she needed was reassurance that the one she trusted most is in his world and had her safely. The beauty of that moment wasn't lost on me. I saw my own reflection in the panicked eyes of the little girl. We've all experienced times when fear has gripped us, even paralyzed us, because we couldn't see God in our circumstances. We've stood in unfamiliar territory, unsure of the future, and desperate to hear the voice of the one who can calm our fears. A patient and loving Father, God offers assurance through His Word. The eyes of the Lord are righteous, and His ears are open to their cry for help. It's a simple truth that steadies my pulse. God sees me. Even when we cannot see Him, He knows right where we are. This promise gives me sweet peace. Perhaps you're in a season right now when life seems confusing or crowded with uncertainty. Maybe you need to be reminded today of this truth. You are never out of sight. Even when circumstances cloud our view, God's sovereignty is strong enough to hold us. No matter how loud the noise of the chaos around us seems, He always hears our cry for help. Look past the noisy crowd, friend. Trust His faithfulness, stand on His promises, lean in, and let the nearness of His presence steady your heart. And I thought that was so powerful because, especially with just like what my dad and I have been dealing with today, with people, going through life. And life's hard sometimes, and it's not always glamorous. And we were just dealing with somebody who was going to lose their home, and they had kids, and just a whole big mess. And a lot of what we hear is they just feel like they're not seen, like nobody's there for them, like God's He just isn't there. When that's not the truth, but sometimes we do feel a little lost. And I just thought it was so powerful that we're never out of sight. He's there. And sometimes we just need that reassurance and that reminder that we are loved and God is there for us. And so that's why I love this Bible, because sometimes, I love when somebody puts it into personal for me. And so I need that reassurance sometimes that God's just there for me, even when I'm walking through the storm or I'm currently in a battle. But it humbles me to be out on the mission field and see people who just need to be reminded that God sees them and that God loves them, even in their circumstance. And it's horrible. And this family that is here right now, I don't want to say too much, but they're going through it as well. And unfortunately, it's all around us. And we try to be so much like Jesus and be the hands and feet because that's what we're called to do. We're blessed to bless others. I firmly believe that. My dad firmly believes that. And since he's not here, I'll take a minute to brag on him because he's my best friend. I mean, we've said that a lot, but he truly is my best friend. And when we were out today, even in any circumstance, he just brings me joy and just happiness. And I just love being with my dad. And even when the kids are screaming and there's just so many other things going on, Dad finds the positive because he'll point out, like, the car was a mess, guys. We were helping a family. I had a headache, and he's like, yeah, but you know what? It's a beautiful day. The boys are helping. Like, he just starts pointing out the positives. And I need him in my life because sometimes my life just gets so crazy, and I need my dad to remind me, honey, slow down. It's okay to have a moment, but just slow down and look around you. So my dad's really my best friend, and I just love him so much. And I love seeing him and his heart because I learned, to bless people and to love people from my dad. He's just been a prime example for that for me. And since he's not in here, I could take a minute because he can't tell me, and he really is. Guys, I've been out with him and it's been positive and negative. Sometimes he gets so much hate from people. I'm just coming on here and speaking truth and love and grace, and it's hard for me because my dad will stand there and love and he'll just take it, and I want to be like, excuse you, that is my dad, like, who do you think you are? But he tells me it's not worth it. Like, we just need to love him, and that's true because we don't know how much longer we have, and if it's our last day, I just want to love. And my dad tells me that all the time, honey, we don't know how much time we have. There's no reason to be fighting people. You just need to love them. So I really do love to have him in my life and to have that example from him. But this is something that really spoke to me, that we're not out of God's sight. And just like a parent, sometimes we just need our mom or our dad. And just like Peter, he needs me to sometimes remind him that, buddy, it's okay. I'm right here. When we get fearful. And isn't that so true, guys? When we get fearful in moments that are unseen or unknown or whatever circumstance you're struggling with it could be your rent coming up and you have no idea how you're going to pay it. And sometimes you just need somebody to tell you, it's okay. God's got it. We don't really know how, but he's there and he loves us and he sees us. And even with these needs, like I was talking about today, guys, it's so hard for me because you want to help everybody and you want to love everybody. And even through our channel, I love the messages we get personally, emails we get and all that, and your stories. Guys, when you ask for prayer, I really do pray for you guys because it's important. Prayer is so important and it's powerful. And if you guys can't give, prayer is powerful. There is power in prayer. Prayer has saved my life in so many ways. So I can't express prayer enough. And I did have somebody reach out and they asked how they can donate. Guys, if you ever wonder about that, hold on. I don't know if I got off, but I did have people ask. There is a PayPal down below. Dad doesn't ever talk about it, but again, he's not in here, so he said I could do what I want. It is down below, and those donations do go to these kind of families. We do out of our own too, which we don't talk about, but that's just, we love to bless and to love others, and if we can be a little bit of light in somebody's darkness, that's why we do what we do. But that is down below. We just don't ever talk about that because that's not why we have this channel. But if you do feel like you want to give to that mission field, then please feel free to do that down below. But more importantly, please be praying for these families because it's so hard to see kids. I'm a mom, so it breaks my heart to see kids go through it. And this family that's here right now, their little girl is the sweetest little thing in the world. And guys, there's just joy in little kids' eyes. Even when you look at their circumstance, they have no idea. And that's why I'm like, the faith of a child, I've seen it so many times just in a little girl or a little boy when their life is crashing around them. They have no idea. They're just joyful and they just love and they love to love. And that's why I try to do what I do, because I just want to be like a child. I want to love like a child. It's so powerful to love like a child. But I want you guys to know, you guys are never out of sight of the Lord. And I know sometimes it doesn't look good or we seem so consumed by darkness, just know that God sees us and he's there for us. And I love Psalms. It talks about so much. And if you guys want to read Psalms 33, it goes into joy. And I don't know about you guys, but I always need some joy in my life. And joy is something that we have without thinking about our circumstances around us. It's there because of the Lord. So if you guys need some joy, I would really recommend opening your Bible to Psalms. It's a really powerful chapter, and I really love this study Bible. If you guys want kind of a better understanding, I really do recommend She Reads Truth, especially for women out there. It's been really helping me. I love study Bibles. I highly recommend them, especially when I first really started digging deep in the Bible. I needed a study Bible because some things just went over my head. Thankfully, I have my dad who is very knowledgeable, but for me, I just didn't understand some of it. So study Bibles were awesome for me. I don't think Dad's going to come back in anytime soon. It's going to probably be a while. So I'll go ahead and end it. Again, please keep this family and the other family that we dealt with today in your prayers. And if you want to give, there's a PayPal link down below. And again, the Bible is She Reads Truth. I loved that. And I know my dad, I think, will be back on for a news update, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But you guys really bless us, and I just love to hear from you guys, and we feel the love, and we love you guys back. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I'm sure you'll see my dad later.